In between the grapings, there was beatings, and I do remember, telling Sards and Sards saying, "Oh, it's because he's jealous." Well, obviously he's not fucking happy. What did you do about it? And then of course it was Louis that slammed me on the ground to so that I wouldn't have children, and it was Louis that gave me a drink, and it was Brad that took me to that photo shoot and said something. For the record, when I was, and opened up the door and bang, that was going on, and I retched. What was I supposed to say? You think that that was my normal? Don't be. It's only this group that do this. Um, they did that whole ball thing. They did horrible sexual assault when I got back. Horrible, horrible. Took photos, and I think they're trying to blackmail me. Well, that was clearly Brad. No, that you wouldn't let a child. You wouldn't let a child. As soon as I actually met Henry as that child, then that perpetuated. Um, but what was that was all about, of course, was to meet Lauren, which was Brad, and I know that they got him in the hallway, um, you know, uh, and and hypnotized him then, and the cementing was that Lauren kissed him goodbye, and she did it. Also, um, from what I can gather, someone decided that my cat was possessed. My cat really wasn't my cat, and it was I don't know, an aunt or something. There is a theory that animals have, things inside them, blah, blah, blah. Well, as it's turned out, this person ended up with a dog. And imagine if I decided that your dog, um, who you believe is completely protecting you, and I decided that no, you can't have that protection anymore. um you know and then got a family member. The premise of the Lauren storyline is that I saw her as a younger sister. That's what you all perceived. Um and Lauren went after Cleo, and so immediately telling everyone around that she was in it to win it. She disfigured herself, didn't she? Mirroring your body. I mean, very few women do that. Very, very few women do that. Um, when I did meet Lauren, I met her at the mother, and they invited me round, and uh, they didn't have they didn't have much money, and I was wearing a dress. I think I used to wear, those pretty dresses, not low in any shape or form, and she made me bend down. Oh, I bent down and kind of, no, my breast, my cleavage showed, and I was very embarrassed because, and I blushed, and she kept kind of trying to make me bend down, and I just thought, what I thought was that I thought, oh, you know, uh, because I was from England, I wasn't from beach culture. I was just like, oh, she's a little girl, and she just wants, to see, you know, boobies, in a kind of in a sweet, sweet way. I did it a couple of times when I realized, what she was doing. I was blushing and was like, oh no, no, kind of no, and just left it at that. Yes, she also one night uh did do the rare bit thing, which wasn't based on her. These characters that you've all decided I based on, no, I did not. Um, uh, and I saw her very few times. There was a time I slept over and she jumped in the bed, and after that, I didn't see her again. It was them that would contact me, and no, I didn't. I knew that there was something wasn't right about them, but but no, I didn't see them as family in any shape or form. The psychology was right. The one that you all said that I saw as a younger sister that I needed to protect. Yeah, you were right. Of course, of course. I still need to protect her to this day. You've got that all wrong too. From what I can gather, they pick on extremely loving people. Uh, so, um, and one that's attached to her, I suppose, has now found out that he was Brad. The great love of his life was Brad. Oh yeah, and he isn't yet Yowie. He's pretended to be Yowie. He can't get it up. He can't get it up in any shape or form. So hence the violence and the pap smears. For fuck's sake! Imagine you're bleeding and you go to the hospital and they turn around and go, well, it still looks good there. This is it's terrible.